watch our episodes and they see us in the same outfit, they know that we've recorded back to
Yes, but
Does anything
also,
matter?
does it matter? Like,
Does anything
can you
matter?
imagine doing this weekly? We used to do it weekly,
I mean, we do it weekly technically,
but we like batch them out.
but we used to do it like weekly, like every week we'd sit down and record. It was a
And then
lot.
when we were going to the studio, you would fly and we would do 2 days and like 16 episodes.
Oh my
And at
God.
that time, they were like 30 to 40 minutes long. They weren't 15 minutes.
We would go
They
to
were
the studio.
exhausting.
We'd fly into Chicago. We'd go to the studio. It was a Disney studio. It was really cool.
Uh-huh.
Um, and we would be there. We would just sit in that room and record hours on top of hours.
I'm kind of glad that we're not.
Kurt Hunter Harris says we do the same thing. We film a bunch at once.
What's their podcast?
Kurt Hunter Hair. What's
We're
your
live for
podcast
those
called?
listening.
Tell us what your podcast is. I'm not, you know what's funny? I'm not a podcast listener. You are. If it wasn't for
Mhm.
Sid, we wouldn't have a podcast.
It's true.
I am not a podcast listener.
I love it. Especially when I'm
However,
having anxious moments, I can't listen to music. So I listen to podcasts.
oh,
Like
that's
it's like
funny. I'm the
nostalgic.
opposite.
I actually listen the most to um I've talked about this before, but like it's the radio show, the morning radio show from back home in Tampa. I listen to that probably 2 or 3 times a week, like when I'm driving. Like it's more comforting. It's like watching the same show over and over again, like hearing their
Yeah.
voices.
What's your comfort show?
Oh my God.
I have
I know.
two.
Okay, this might like spark. Uh, I put on Friends a lot because I watched it when I was younger. I know.
I
But
hate
not
Friends.
because I actually watch it. It's just background, like
No, I know.
background noise. And the other one is like I don't have to watch it. And then there's like some funny gems. And then the other one is Modern Family for sure.
Oh my God, Modern Family. Yes. Modern Family is definitely one. Reba.
Oh yeah. Mm-hmm.
People are commenting on the so keep looking at the
comfort
Instagram
show.
live. So Reba is my like number one comfort show
Mm-hmm.
because Reba's the mom I never had. And 30 Rock.
I forgot about 30 Rock. Yes. And Kimmy Schmidt.
And Kimmy Schmidt. I can watch
Yes.
30 anything Tina Fey, I can
Yeah.
watch over and
Done.
over and over and over and over again.
Yeah.
Because there are so many jokes in a Tina Fey show or movie or whatever that you can't, it doesn't matter how many times you watch it, you're getting new jokes every time. I mean,
It's so funny.
30 Rock is the
You and I
funniest
would
show in
sit
the
in our
world.
New York apartment and just watch 30 Rock and cry laugh because the jokes were coming in so hot. So
and oh my God. And Tracy Morgan, who plays Tracy Jordan, is just so funny. It's so funny. Hence why I think, and I'm going to ask the audience what they think. I think that moving forward, Sid and I should wear funny costumes when we record our episode, because what I'm realizing in 2024 is that you can have all of the wisdom, all of the advice, but if you can't grab people's attention immediately, it doesn't matter how much it doesn't matter what you're talking about. I just picture us wearing like lobster outfits, dancing,
I'll
like
just start finding stuff on
dancing.
Amazon and sending it to you.
Yes. Oh my gosh. Our audience could send us stuff to wear. That'd be so funny.
Girl, we're gonna need a P.O. box. No one's getting my address. Like
I have a P.O. box.
I don't trust you all.
I want to invite the entire audience to send me and Sid hilarious Amazon costumes. Obviously, it shouldn't cost you a lot of money. We will wear the costumes for our episodes next year. And I really feel
You heard it live here. You heard it.
I don't know if you guys can tell. I can tell when Sid doesn't like the things I say, but accepts them.
don't.
And this is that moment.
Mm-hmm. Because I'm going to be sitting here in a banana costume or a freaking inflatable Ursula octopus.
Why are you
and
acting?
Here.
Why are you acting like that's not the funniest thing?
And then I'm over here like, hi, you're doing business wrong. Can you please invest in our program?
But you're acting like that's not who you would watch.
You know what? I'll give it a try. I'm a big fan of let's try it. And if it doesn't work, so I'll take all the costumes.
Oh my God. I
Bring it.
remember the dancing lobsters from all that, or the Amanda Show?
Yes.
That's how I visualize it.
Now you want me to dance? David, I'm tired. I
This
don't have
coming
it
from the
in
woman
me.
this coming from the woman who calls me daily and says, "I need more TikToks from you, okay?" So, don't tell me you're
I mean,
tired of
honestly, while I was waiting for you to walk Griffin, I filmed for TikTok. So, you know, it's easy. Get out there and do it. Speaking of apps, remember?
Okay, Sid, I know you don't wanna talk about this, but Sid and I, we we were gonna make the perfect Destroy the Hairdresser app. It was a
We
goal.
still are. It's on pause.
Yeah, we still
And it's
have
on
it.
pause because of Apple, not because of anything that we've done.
It's on pause because David's a perfectionist and can't get things right. So,
We're
we
still
start
actively working on it. It's just we're not launching it publicly anymore.
but the reason I wanna talk about it is because what Sid and I have learned about creating a full app, when I say full app, I mean we had 4 developers on it, we had a
Mhm.
project manager on it. We spent about $150,000 on the app, and it's still not where we want it.
Yeah.
That a normal company, a normal person might not, a normal salon is not
Over
gonna.
2 years, I want everyone to know too. Like, this was like a
Yeah,
2 year in the making. We did do a beta launch, and which we had to, because if we hadn't done that beta launch with our students,
we
like, we
wouldn't have
wouldn't have
known.
been. So now we have a list of shit that we have to fix and create to get it to where we want.
But my
But then
point
Apple put these barbaric rules that cost even more money. They're like, "We're just gonna update the whole app store, and if you want your app to be a part of it, even though we said
Oh
things
my
before,
god,
now you have
yes.
to pay, 15
Who
grand just to update to these new requirements." And I'm like,
and
"Really?"
Apple takes 30% of every purchase
Yeah, so
on.
we were like, "Let's put it on pause. Let's slowly
Okay,
start working on it,
but this
and
is
then
my
we'll
point.
launch it back."
What we learned in that process was invaluable. And
It really was.
I went to a developer, his name's Jason, and I was like, I would love to be able to provide apps for salon owners, or
Without the
hairdressers
hefty
without $150,000 investment.
investment. Mhm.
So we worked for about 6 months on coming up with a structure for this. So we actually have a custom app process that only costs either $250 a month or $2,500 for the year. And your app is on, you can have your own app. It's connected to your website. It links with all booking systems. We can make an app in
It's
any and
literally
every
custom.
country. You can sell online. I mean, we
The
have really,
clients can book online, they can talk to their stylist on
we put
there,
a
they can
chat in there.
everything.
There's a
It
chat.
connects to Aura, which obviously you know that we are big Aura stans, but it connects to it. Like,
It can connect to
it's
any booking system.
yeah, it's pretty awesome. And a couple of our coaches were our beta testers, and they're loving it. Like, and their teams are loving it, and now our students are starting to invest in it. And obviously, we have like outside hairdressers outside of our program that are using it. But to see how everyone's customizing them is so
Yeah.
cool, and not having the hefty down payment. And I think too, like, we were trying. A lot of the reason that like our app was so hefty as far as like an investment, and still will be until we launch it, is because we wanted to create like a full on like Facebook meets band meets
Yeah.
Kajabi meets, you know what I mean? Like social media all in one
The
inclusive
biggest thing
thing.
was also the streaming videos and stuff like that. That's a big
Hmm.
process. But
Because we have such a big library. But
the the apps for the salon, the reason I think it's genius and the reason I really pushing this, and again, if you want to go to salondifferently.com/custom apps,
mhm,
really
I'll check it out.
salondifferently.com, you can check out everything. But the custom apps, I would talk to you, you can book a call with the developer and just kind of talk it out and then do a
Mhm.
demo.
The
But
demos are so cool because
what's
that's when you're
real
like, okay, I want this.
I know, and what's really cool is the push notifications.
Hmm.
So instead of competing with Instagram, you're not. You're just directly pushing content to people's phones, and that's
Like,
really the
David
future
has an
of.
opening today at 4 o'clock to David's
Yes.
style or David's clients, or we are doing an online sale with this dry shampoo. Grab the
Whatever, you
spot.
can do
Here's a
whatever you
link.
want, and
You can be like, just saying hi.
you don't have to fight through social media, which you're
Yeah.
competing with so much space. And I don't know about you, but social media has gotten the algorithm, whatever, has gotten
Ugh,
so out of control. I
it's
don't know
just
what the
yeah.
rules are. I don't know how to make things go viral
It's the wild,
anymore.
wild west.
And so moving your salon from social media to an app, I really feel that 2025 is kind of the end of the website. And I say that because I think about like when I go to book a haircut and everything, I just go to Instagram and I click a link. I don't think I've gone to a
If I have to
website.
go to your website and navigate, peop I'm gonna say let me get my thoughts. I'm gonna say business owners, specifically in our salon industry. But this is happening everywhere because I'll go to, order a sheet cake for a birthday and I'm like, how do like, you know what I mean? And then I'm just getting frustrated. But like we make our
Wait,
website
what?
so I did that recently. I had to order a cake for a
Wait, but
birthday
I'm
from a
confused
local
at what the problem was.
I could the website was so
Oh.
complicated. And then I had to then I was annoyed because I had to call and I don't want to call. And then they didn't answer. So I had to physically go down there and order my cake. And that was such a bitch. I was so okay. Anyways, that's a whole different story. So, anyways,
It's just like sheet cake.
it's just like sheet cake. It's a hot mess. So, I will look. I'm gonna tell everyone listening. If you comment on our stuff and you are not nice, I'm looking at your stuff. I am. I'm going to your Instagram. I'm looking when you're, and I'm like, so be careful. And I'm not the only one that does it. Everyone does it. And I'm looking at your website or
Oh,
when
I
you
don't do
comment
it.
something like, I can't get new clients. And I'm like, I could help this person. But so many websites are so um ridiculous. Like they're so overcomplicated. And I remember when we were at Premiere in Orlando and you get the book of all the salons in it, right? And things
Oh
like
my
that.
God.
I sat there for like 2 hours and I was just going to every salon that was featured and going to their websites and it was in I was like, "How do you have clients?" Like,
It
you
was
paid for
wild.
this for sure. But anyways, it's so complicated and you're actually missing an opportunity and I talk about this a lot. I think a lot of our industry is still catering towards the older generations. And so they're like, "Well, I can't do online booking because of this or I can't streamline this because of this and I can't." And it's just like we have other generations that need that and want that. That will be the future of your business and you're doing a disservice by not making it simple.
Our industry loves to wait, not even to the last minute. They love to wait way beyond the last minute of like, why doesn't anybody want to work for me? Why can't I hire anyone? Because you're not updating your business.
Mm-mm.
Because it's not attractive. It's not the amount of people that have the ugliest salon and then walk around. I'm sorry, I'm just gonna say it. People have ugly ass salons and then wonder why no one wants to work there. The salon when the salon is ugly and you haven't put a fresh coat of paint anywhere and
And
it's still turquoise from 1998, no one wants to work there.
yeah.
You have to have a critical eye in your business. I know that sometimes our like whether the salon isn't attractive enough, the salon isn't updated enough, the salon isn't using technology, the salon is, you know, with the competition of there's so many beautiful salons out there and there's so many amazing salons out there now that if you are not keeping up, it's over. It's game
Yeah.
over.
And I think one way to keep up is through tech. That's why we really talk
Absolutely.
about removing the front desk and really leaning. We've partnered with Aura. So they have actually created like a whole system that meets with a lot of our methods and like really have looked at everything to streamline not needing a front desk at all. So it's simple. And it's the same thing with having an app. Like, why aren't we
Is
streamlining our business in that direction of like, I would think it was so cool as a client to be like, hey, my salon has an app. I can directly message my stylist. You know what I mean? Like I can see events that are happening. I could, book an appointment effortlessly.
I
It's just
I
cool.
feel like a lot of the reason that when I talk to people about doing like getting an app for their business, I think the first thing is it doesn't feel achievable. It doesn't feel real. It doesn't feel. I mean, everything that Destroy the Hairdressers created. We've created hairdresser healthcare
Hmm.
with these Blue Cross Blue Shield major medical plans. We've created custom apps. We've created a social. I mean, we've created so many things that people just don't think are real. And I'm
Yeah.
like,
Well, we've always
it's
been like, let's find solutions to problems in the industry. So we're like, okay, let's work with this company to streamline the front desk. Let's work
Right.
with this company to provide affordable healthcare. Let's work with this a company that can be an accountant for just hairdressers. Let's work with, so we're really trying to find solutions, but I think we've been so burned as hairdressers that we're just like, you know,
I will say, if you don't start looking at getting an app for your salon, at least this coming year, it's gonna start to get like you wanna take up space in the app stores because things are moving more and more into the app arena. And to be able to do it, this is what will happen. People will learn about our custom apps and then they'll go, you know what? I think I want to hire someone myself. And then they try to go hire someone themselves and it's over $100,000, $200,000.
yeah,
And they realize
those
they
are
can't do it. And
expensive.
that's when they come back to the custom app part because it's like we've already built out we've already done all the work for you. And again, take advantage of what we're offering because we spend so much time going, but Sid and I spend our days thinking about the future of the industry. We don't really
Mhm.
spend our days. That's why we're not like our stuff isn't like this is how to make more money tomorrow. It's not really like that. We're
Like,
always
I want to
thinking
be retired in 5 years. Like, what are we doing
exactly.
then?
We're always thinking really far in the future, and I think that's our job. That's what we do for the hairdresser world. That's I feel like we're advocates for the future of hairdressers and salon owners, and that means we're in that mindset creating things for you that even if you're like I don't think I need an app, it's like okay, well in 2 3 4 years when you're like oh I need an app, you'll know where to go. But what we want to help people understand is do things early, like get ahead of trends, because it's the people that do things early and get ahead of trends that can really I can't. There was a quote that said, "Speed always outweighs um, consistency in today's world." We live in a world where it's like if you're consistent, you'll get things. But nowadays, it's whoever's going to do it first. That's who's
Hmm.
going to get it. And that's when we're thinking about all the DTH stuff. It's like hourly pricing one day is not going to be unique once everyone's doing it. It's
Yeah.
unique right now. So it's beneficial to do DTH things right now in the moment while they're not popular. It's beneficial to get an app right now in the moment before everyone starts to get an app because once it becomes normal, you're just going to be fighting in that arena again.
Yeah.
So that's why we, create all these things because we want to help our audience stay ahead as much as possible.
What's the website again? I know I have it. Amazing.
Swandifferently.com/custom apps.
I love it. That's actually really good. All right. Well, my babysitter's leaving in 10